Hey everybody, I've got a response video for WarbossTae, who was asking about basing 6mm figures. Now Ringo put up a really good response, so this might not be necessary, but I did feel like putting up my thoughts would be fine. So I'm going to start with the bottom, the bases. I use bases from minibits.net, and there are a bunch of companies that do bases like this, but I like minibits.net so far, and I have no reason to try anybody else, really. So just their standard, I think it's like 2mm thick bases. Is it 2 or 3? One of those. And I think 2. I think 2. Depending on what game you're using the minis for, there are different standards, but I think the most popular standard is the 40 or 80mm wide base, and depending on what scale you're using, since we're talking about 6mm, 40mm wide is the way to go. I based my guys for DBA 2.0, and right now I'm not actually going to use them for DBA. I'm going to use them for sword and spear, but the basing works just fine. Now my blades here are actually a bit too thin, or they're not deep enough, is what the problem is. For DBA 2.0, they were supposed to be 15mm, but in other games they I guess should be 20, like other units, but it doesn't matter for a lot of games. The depth does matter as long as the frontage is all the same, and all my guys are on 40s wide, so that works. Anyway, so minibits.net, that's where I get my bases from. Next, I glue the models directly to the base. Now, WarbossTae has painted them separate, so do many people, maybe most people, but I wanted to try gluing them to the base first and doing it that way. It worked out, so I've done all my Romans so far in that way, and the Gauls and the rest of the Romans that I'm working on now and will be working on will be done like this, and any other future 6mm projects I do will be like this, with the models glued directly to the base. It's worked for me so far, so I figure why change it. After that, I put sand on, and it's just this basic craft sand that I always use. It's very fine, so it works, and look, it's very sparkly too. It works just fine. I glue that on with regular white glue, and then give them a coat of paint. I use hold on, it's right here. Actually, I use blood tracker brown, which is what I base most of my models with. Just a nice color that I like for that. Oh, and I've actually primed them before that, so I primed them. These guys I brush primed, these guys I spray primed. Then I paint this ground, then I paint the models as they stand. Whatever colors you're using, doesn't matter. And then once that's all done, I use this fine turf from Woodland Scenics, and it's very fine turf. I just pinch it out. I use either tweezers or my fingers or whatever, and just put some glue on the base, sprinkle it on, and Bob's your uncle, I think the saying goes. You can see the different bases. They all look a little different. It's just some sporadic here, patches of green there, nothing too uniform, just whatever looks good. And just like the rest of modeling, it's, you know, whatever looks good to you works. So that's how I do it. In terms of numbers of figures on the bases, the more disciplined and heavy the unit, I guess, the more figures should be on there. So these heavy blades dudes, there are 4 full strips on there, ranked up. They're 8 across, is what I'm trying to say. The light cavalry that I have here, there's only 6 guys. There are other cavalry there, and I have 9 guys on those, depending on the unit, because this unit here, he actually has 8 guys, 7 guys in the back, and then the 3 general figures in the front, so that's a little unique. But the this cavalry unit has 7 guys altogether, so just depends on the type of unit. You know, use like common sense, or just do some research and see what whatever game you're planning on them to be part of. You could go by that, or just whatever you think looks good. Again, skirmishers, I have 8 guys per base. I don't have anyone else done here, but it's whatever you like the look of. The warbands, I have a bunch of guys. I don't remember how many are going to be on the warband bases, but a bunch. So anyway, that's it. It's pretty much a matter of preference for a lot of things, and the things that I've done have worked for me so far, so these are the things I want to keep doing in the future for my future 6mm projects, which there will be some of. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hope this is helpful to somebody out there. And yeah, all these 6mm videos again have re-piqued my interest, and I think I'm going to finish up these bases that I have undone for the Gauls, and try Sword and Spear in the next little while. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one. I will have more videos before Christmas, but in case I don't, or you don't see them, Merry Christmas to all that celebrate, Happy Holidays to all the rest, and thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.